And welcome to Light to My Path, our 2025 Bible reading plan. This week, we're wrapping up 2nd Thessalonians, but then we are also starting the Gospel of John. And I'm so excited to read the Gospel of John. I haven't sat down and read the Gospel of John in some time. And I remember when I wrote this plan, I remember being excited to start it and to read it really throughout December. So I'm just so excited about it. The Gospel of John is awesome. This past Sunday was the first Sunday of Advent, and the Gospel of John doesn't have any of the birth stories of Jesus with the shepherds and the wise men and all of that sort of stuff. Instead, what you'll get on Tuesday in the Gospel of John, in John 1, is sort of a more philosophical, theological take on what Jesus' birth means. This is in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is talking about Jesus. It's such big language. All things came into being through him. John writes, what has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. And then in verse 14, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, the glory of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. No one has ever seen God. It is the Son. It is only the Son himself who is close to the Father's heart, who makes him known. What John is saying is that this child that was born right at Christmas, this is the light of the world that pierces the darkness, that the darkness cannot overcome. In him, life has come into this world, and the life is the light of all people. He is the one that makes the Father known. He is, if you want to see who God is, all you have to do is look at Jesus. And that's what sets up the Gospel of John. If you want to know who God is, look at Jesus, because he is the one that makes him known. When he says that he became flesh, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, that's Christmas. He became flesh and dwelt among us. It's awesome. Something I want to draw your attention to, which is really the key, one of the keys to understanding the Gospel of John, is this encounter with Jesus and Philip and Nathaniel. I talked about it quite a bit this past year. Come and see, right? I don't know if you remember that at all, but it's Philip meets Jesus, and he goes to Nathaniel, and he says to him, this is in verse 45, we have found him about whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus, son of Joseph from Nazareth. And Nathaniel says, can anything good come from Nazareth? And Philip says, come and see, right? And this is a key to understanding the Gospel of John, because Philip is saying, we found the one that Moses and the law and the prophets is all about. So we found the one that the Old Testament is all about, right? And Nathaniel says, can anything good come? And Philip says, come and see. And when he says come and see, he doesn't just mean come and see Jesus. I mean, he does, but here's what he means. He means come and see how Jesus is the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. Come and see how Jesus is the fulfillment of all of the Old Testament promises, hopes, dreams. It all points to Jesus. Come and see. So what you're going to do is you're going to read the Gospel of John, and you will see how Jesus is the fulfillment of so many Old Testament things. All of the festivals, all of the signs, all of the images, the very fact that Jesus refers to himself as I am, that those 7 I ams, the I ams, Jesus is the fulfillment of all of these Old Testament promises, all these Old Testament hopes and dreams. Read the Gospel of John with that in mind. Come and see how he fulfills the Old Testament promises and hopes of the Messiah. Anyway, the Gospel of John is awesome. The chapters are long. The stories are long. Enjoy them, engage them, get in them, sit in them, let them speak to you. I hope you will love the Gospel of John this December. Check out the Bible Projects video. Please ask me any questions you can, and have a great week of reading.